How's it going, YouTube? What's crack-a-lackin'? Just climbed the mountain here in Medellin. Check out the sights. You see the city. It's a gorgeous day. Subject of today's video is Airbnbs in Medellin, Colombia. Let's talk about that. When I first got here, about 2 years ago, I lived in an Airbnb in Medellin in a zone called Laureles. Now, Laureles is pretty touristy. It's got its nightlife, it's got its restaurants. If you're a gringo or expat coming from the States, you want to go somewhere, you're looking for a soft landing, so to speak, Laureles works because a lot of people go there, a lot of tourists go there. But that's number two. Number one spot is actually a area called Poblado, but we'll talk about that in a different video. Those are the two main areas, Poblado and Laureles. I ended up going to Laureles when I first landed here 2 years ago. I found a spot for like $350 a month, if you can believe that. It was $350 a month, and I had specific requirements for the amenities. Namely, I needed a washer. So I put in the filter, Airbnb filter, must have a washer. And I found one in Laureles for $350. It was a small little studio. It had everything kind of that you need to survive. The small kitchen, washer, TV, little stove, everything you needed. The location was pretty smack middle of where all the action's at. I was brand new to the city, so I had been here before previously, but as a tourist. That was my first time moving to Medellin by myself. So it was a big deal, and I was excited. So speaking on Airbnbs, if you're looking for an Airbnb here, it all depends if you're a short-term traveler or more of a slow long-term traveler, or you want to stay here for a long time. Now, short-term, as I mentioned, Poblado is a soft landing. There's a lot of tourists, expats, people from the States, Canada, Europe that live there. There's a lot of first world restaurants and bars, and there's a lot of people speaking English as well. So Poblado is a place that you would want to, look for a soft landing. You would go to Poblado or Laureles because they're both very touristy. So I landed in Laureles. I got the Airbnb. It was pretty much as described in the listing, but you have to be careful because the tourist areas are always more expensive, obviously, because they know the gringos have the money. You bring your bags of money down here, and you guys pay extra. But gringos don't mind. They bring their money. They don't mind because you get the amenities, you get access to the bars and the restaurants and the nightclubs and all the nice things that you would expect in Poblado. Laureles as well, but it's a little more budget friendly, if you will. But still, a lot of people do go there to stay. So speaking on Airbnbs, you have to read the detailed descriptions. You have to read the reviews, because a lot of the times they're not accurate. The description of the Airbnb, they're not accurate. They could show pictures of a beautiful place, but the beautiful place is in the middle of a ghetto with loud music. So you got to be careful. You got to read the reviews. Be very picky. One thing that I've noticed down here in Colombia, they don't really believe in dryers. Most places have washers, but no dryers. They don't believe in dryers down here. So a lot of the Airbnbs that are off the tourist trails, or off the tourist trail, if you will, do not have dryers. So you're going to be air drying your stuff. So when you pack, less is more. Less is more. Don't bring so much stuff. Just bring a carry-on and you'll be good with that. For all those people that love to bring more than they need, because you don't need it. Another thing that they don't have down here on a regular basis, you're not going to see dishwashers either. They don't have dishwashers. Probably 5% of the apartments have dishwashers down here. They're a luxury. People don't have dishwashers. Another thing that I noticed is a lot of things. I mean, I can go. The list goes on and on, but the two main ones are no washer, no dryer for your clothes, and no dishwashers. Those are two main things that people from United States, Canada, Europe, maybe not Europe because Europe is a little old school, but North America, you guys are used. Everybody from North America is used to that. So that's just a couple tidbits. Be careful what you rent out, because you could be getting something completely different, and half of them don't tell the truth. So read the reviews, pick a good one. Two places that I recommend for a soft landing are Poblado and Laureles. Poblado and Laureles, excuse me. So here we are. Let me show you again where I'm at. I just climbed this mountain. It's beautiful. Medellin is gorgeous as usual. If you guys find any value from this video, leave me a thumbs up and subscribe. Leave some comments in the description, and I'll do my best to answer them on a timely basis. Ciao for now. Peace.